Five, four, three.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As I mentioned last YouTube vlog that I did, that I was gonna go ahead and talk about CBD, my experience, and all the FAQs that I get. Just a little bit of how I ended up doing ultrasound was because my little brother went ahead and pursued it. He ended up going to CBD college. He did do all his research. Didn't do much research as most people do. Just because I was like, he went there, I know for sure this school is really good.
Okay, let's get started. These are the most common FAQs. This information is from September 09, 2019 when I started the program. Also, this is not a sponsored video by CBD College. So all information is based on my experience and when I started.
So 7 modules, 3 months each. Employers do actually look into students who just graduated from a K-HAP school. So take that in consideration. Programs all range about the same. They're about like 40K or a little bit less than 40K. So go to a K-HAP school, at least here in California. It's just a matter of sitting down with the financial advisor and looking at numbers, seeing what you do qualify and what you don't qualify for. So the school does work with you doing monthly payments, where in case you don't qualify for private loans or you don't want to do private loans, you could give the school monthly payments at no interest, which is the best part. So I totally agree going that route. All you need is a GED or a high school diploma to get into the program. I believe it's like 25 students.
And the most important question that I get is, what is the process? So the process consists of 5 steps. The first step is meeting with your counselor. Second one is to meet with the financial advisor. 3 is a test you do have to take. 4 is an interview. And 5th is the essay.
This is where you will know if you're gonna get a free ride through financial aid or you're gonna have to take out private loans. I went ahead and looked at numbers. Since I already have a bachelor, they told me that most of my financial aid was already consumed, so I did have to take out loans. I did qualify for financial aid, but not enough to cover me entirely. So I did have to take out financial aid loans. I also did have to do monthly payments, which I'm still doing.
So this is what I had to pay for the first 11 months, which was $682.17. The next 7 months after that were $721.64, which I'm currently on. And my last 3 months will be of $488.76.
Test, they just want to see where you're at. There is a score that you do need to hit to get to continue the process. I don't remember exactly what it was. You will have a group interview. Dress professional for sure. Don't be distracted by anything. Pay attention, listen to the question, and answer the question. Don't overtalk or do anything like that. They will throw scenarios at you, especially because they want to make sure you really looked into the career of being an ultrasound tech. Once you finish that interview, you won't know if you got in until you submit an essay. A couple questions. From those questions, you have to choose one question. The question you choose, make sure that you could really emphasize how strong candidate you are to get into this program. Be prepared for that essay. Make sure your grammar is on point. One of the things I love about this school that it gives everyone a fair opportunity to get in. They want to make sure you're going to survive this program because it's tough. Like I said, it's a matter of 3 months and it goes by super fast. So yes, you get quizzes every week, but your exam is what's going to make you. So for those who follow me on Instagram, have seen my journey from the beginning, know that I was like doing super good on my GEDs, on my GE, general education. And then of course, like here and there, like I would hit a bump, get a C, a D. I still did not let that discourage me, because remember, anything new is always a different language. It's going to be really hard to adapt, to learn. And if you're that learner like me that has to put extra hours, extra time to understand a concept, just do it, you know? Yeah, it's harder, but it's very doable. And that's what I mean. You need to make sure you could mentally prepare yourself and manage time, because it is so important for you to invest as much time as you need to be successful in this program. And I don't mean be an honor student, I mean survive this program. You know, it's not that hard as long as you do your part. And I mean do your part. How I survived working full-time at retail banking and going to school full-time was like, when it came to exams, before my exam, I kid you not, I would 10-12 hours for 3 days to make sure I passed that exam with nothing lower than a B. So just an FYI, that's how much time you need to invest in this program, you know. Would I recommend for you guys to work? If you have the option not to work, definitely don't work. And for those who keep asking me about, oh well, where'd you go for phlebotomy, that would be a whole different video, so stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe. The other question I get is it a part-time or full-time? There's no part-time. So make sure you're able to show up, because if you can't commit to it, it's not gonna work out, like for sure. And yes, the unexpected does happen. Just be prepared, like make a plan, look at your options before making any decision, because you do need to be engaged in this program, you know. So is math involved? Yes, math is involved to some extent. And I hate to say this because I've seen other bloggers talk about it and they're like, not really. When you get to your first module, obviously you take algebra and there is math. First module, you also have physics. I know it sounds scary, physics, but it's not that scary. So the first portion is pretty basic physics. There's numbers you gotta play with, but not a lot of math. I want to say like baby math. Module 2, which is physics, ultrasound physics. It's not so much about doing math. I feel like it's more about knowing formulas, because that's what you will need for the SPI. Obviously, you'll put numbers and do a little bit of math. If you didn't know the formula, you're not going to know what to do with these numbers. So that's the portion of math that we have. Once you've passed that, everything else goes out that window, okay? Like, you'll just pass your SPI. And I'll be making also another video about how I passed my SPI. And a little secret that some people know, not everyone, which will also help the rest of you and encourage you to stay strong. I would say anatomy is key in this program. Like, number one thing, like, that is the thing. Like, you have to know your anatomy. Also, like, I've gotten questions as, oh, was I delayed for my clinicals? Clinicals was delayed for me about maybe like almost a month, but then I got COVID, so obviously you guys know I was gone for like almost 2 weeks out of clinicals, so I'm really behind. I want to say like maybe like a month and like 2 weeks. So I mean, does it make a difference? So It is what it is. However, a lot of people were able to get their sites even though COVID was happening. But depending on your location and your situation, you know, like, you might be able to get a site sooner than others, but it's just every case is different. So there's that. People have asked me how are clinicals going. I feel like that's a whole different new video that I need to do, just because there's so much that has happened from clinicals till now, and I only have a month and 2 weeks in. Okay, I want to say this past 2 weeks I've kind of gotten more comfortable and confident about what I'm doing. So that will be another video, so stay tuned, guys. I'll let you guys, hopefully by then I'll be more into clinicals so I can elaborate more of what I mean. But other than that, those are the most common FAQs that I get.